How did nationalism affect the Cold War's domino theory? Imagine a row of dominoes standing upright, ready to fall one after another. Now, picture each domino representing a country during the Cold War. The idea was that if one country turned communist, the next one would follow, creating a chain reaction. This was called the domino theory. But what made this idea so powerful was how nationalism played a role in shaping these events. During the Cold War, many countries fought for independence and self-rule. These nationalist movements often aligned with communist ideas because they shared a common goal: freedom from colonial or imperial control. For example, in Vietnam, the Viet Minh combined their desire for independence with communist ideology. They saw communism as a way to break free from French rule. This made their movement more appealing to local people who wanted sovereignty. Nationalism also made communist movements stronger by framing their fight as a battle for the nation's future. When people see their struggle as a fight for their homeland, they are more likely to support it. This boosted the chances that neighboring countries would also turn to communism if they saw it as a way to gain independence. So, nationalist feelings helped communist groups gain support and legitimacy, making the idea of a domino effect more believable. However, the United States saw these nationalist communist groups as just part of a larger communist threat. They often ignored the nationalist motives behind these movements. To them, these were just communist uprisings that needed to be stopped. But from the perspective of the countries fighting for independence, their struggle was about sovereignty, not just ideology. This made U.S. intervention seem like imperialism, which only fueled anti-American sentiment. Nationalism also added complexity to the domino theory. Not every country with nationalist feelings became communist. Some resisted or adopted different paths. For example, some nations with strong nationalist identities rejected communism altogether. Others, like Laos, became communist, but only after long struggles rooted in their own history and culture. This showed that nationalism could both help and hinder the spread of communism. Furthermore, nationalism united diverse groups against Western powers. Communist leaders used anti-imperialist rhetoric to rally support. They argued that their fight was not just about communism but about ending foreign domination. This made their cause more appealing to many people who wanted independence. It also made it harder for Western countries to contain the spread of communism because it was tied to the desire for self-rule. In the end, nationalism made the Cold War's domino theory more complicated. It gave communist movements a powerful story of liberation, which made neighboring countries more willing to follow. But it also showed that the spread of communism was not just about ideology. It was deeply connected to local struggles for independence and identity. From the communist view, the domino theory underestimated how strong nationalist movements could be and how they could shape the course of history during the Cold War.